So we're here with Juan and his really sick 2nd gen Lightning. I'm really excited about this build. Not only is it really clean, but it's also kind of fast, right?
Yeah, that's all right, man. It's a 2001 Ford Lightning. Got it back in 2015. I owned it before I owned the house, to be honest. But yeah, it's lowered, just lower front springs, drop hangers and shackles in the back with QA1s. Sitting on some custom signature wheels. They're track wheels, so they're all right, you know. My favorite color, red. This color is called Crystal Burgundy, and these are 20 by 10 and then 20 by 12 in the rear. Don't have to cut nothing. The only manufacturer that makes 20 by 12 wheels for these trucks.
And the paint's factory, right? Factory white.
Yeah, the paint is factory. Just right now, sitting different kind of whites. You know, I'm planning on getting it redone completely.
Yeah.
It does have a fiberglass hood, which I need to replace. Custom headlights made by SVT Lighting Parts. Fully demonized, color changing LEDs, Lightning logo.
Are they the retrofit ones?
Yeah, retrofit.
Like HID kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And it's got the Lightning logo in it. That's really sick.
Right.
What about the front badge?
The front badge is just an overlay, you know. I like just people to think, you know, holy fuck. You know? That's about it, you know. I mean, the motor's fully built, but we'll get to that in a second, right?
So what about the suspension in the rear? You were saying?
The rear is only is lowered on drop shackles and hangers.
Yeah.
And sitting on QA1s, double adjustable shocks.
Okay. So it rides pretty good?
It rides pretty good.
Yeah. Does that help with the performance side of things? Help it kind of stick down and whatnot?
It does, but I still plan on doing a shock relocation and maybe doing something with the rear end still.
Yeah.
Still haven't done anything. I do have a wing here. I can't remember the brand. Cannot remember the brand on this one.
Yeah, well, I'll put it in the description after. What about the interior? You have anything done to the interior?
Interior is completely stock except the steering wheel.
Yeah, the carbon. What is it?
Forged carbon with white, red stitching. SoCal Garage made it. Did a cruise control delete as well.
Yeah, then you have the pods.
Yeah, all the gauges, boost, trans, air fuel ratio. Otherwise, all interiors. I mean, I do have a sound system.
Yeah.
That's about it.
So what about performance-wise? Engine, transmission, fuel system?
Well, the motor's fully built. It was built by Speedland Motorsports out in Shafter. Those are my guys right there. It started off being a 3.4 Whipple, which is ported heads, and the motor is all completely bored. I can't remember the size of the pistons, or it's just to fit bigger pistons.
Yeah.
I also had a stage 2 cams from Comp Cams.
That's what's in it right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that was before with just ported heads.
Yeah, like the first version, whatever.
First version, yeah. And then recently I swapped out to trick flow heads, the 44R, and I did custom cams on it because you gotta have different cams in order to fit trick flow.
Oh,
heads on
okay.
these, so did that. I also did a lot of modification on the blower itself. I did a JC Customs mid plate. I did a trick intercooler. I did a monster inlet for the blower. That's because the stock blower, the 3.4 Whipple on these are really restrictive.
Yeah.
The monster inlet, it gets more airflow, and it also fits a 5-inch intake tube. And in order to do that, you have to cut
the firewall or whatever
and all that stuff. And with the JC mid plate, the blower also sits a little bit higher. As you can see, my pulley is eating my hood right here, so this hood has to go basically.
So speaking of the pulley, is it like a stock size pulley like that came with the supercharger?
The stock size pulley was a little bit too big. It was the bottom is an 8 pound, and the top is a 4.0. I swapped down the size a little bit, so it's a 3.75 right now. I do have a 3.5 inside the cab, but.
So now, if I'm correct, and what most people might not know is that that's not a factory supercharger, right?
Nope.
Yeah, so that's why you're kind of running into some of these issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's a Whipple supercharger 3.4.
Now you were saying the bottom end is forged?
Yeah.
So like forged connecting rods and pistons?
Yeah, fully forged pistons, connecting rods, everything you can do to these trucks is fully done.
Do they know what that'll hold up to?
Uh,
They have any estimates?
It can hold up to maybe 1,200
Oh, wow.
horsepower, but
Wow.
I don't want to
Yeah.
know that. You know, I daily the truck, so
Yeah, what's it making right now?
right now it's right at 800 wheel,
Oh, wow.
right at 800, and that's only with.
So you might be close to 1,000 engine.
Yeah, but I'm right at 21 pounds of boost. So I don't plan on seeing more. It does run on 85.
Oh, okay.
I do have ID 1300 injectors. Hellcat pumps, dual Hellcat pumps. So they're like what 525. I can't remember what the exact spec on the pumps, but
Those are factory drop-ins, like factory, like to the drop or the factory tank.
no, all Speedland outfit from Speedland.
Okay.
He hooked me up. You know, he took care of me all this multiple times I've been with him.
Yeah.
So the truck has been several different builds
Mm-hmm.
over time. So
What about the icebox?
the icebox all Johnny Lightning Performance. You know, this one and the coolant reservoir tank. The throttle body, that's a GT500 Cobra Jet throttle body, so it's a lot bigger than the way you can actually fit on a 3.4 Whipple. And I do plan on doing a lot of polish work. You know, it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Truck's gonna get painted soon. A lot of little things coming. You know, just.
So
eventually get there.
what about transmission wise to hold all this power? Torque converter, transmission, anything?
Transmission, I built it twice already, to be honest. First time I didn't have a transmission cooler. Big mess up on that. And I didn't put a torque converter at that time. I can't remember what size it was before. Recently I did a 3200 Circle D torque converter. And I added my transmission cooler and everything was done. Both times was done by Brandon Transmission here in Bakersfield by Taft Highway.
Okay.
And those are cool guys. They race their cars too, so they build their stuff.
So what about rear end wise? Is it kind of built
Completely stock right now.
completely stock?
Completely stock.
It's holding up just fine.
That's my plan next. I actually did order a diff cover and oil. Royal Purple oil and full rear end rear build kit.
Awesome.
I might do a posse rear end. I might change the axles. Maybe the gear ratio. I still don't know yet.
But yeah, again, guys, if you can show them some support, these guys are taking the time out of the day to do these videos. It's kind of, you know, a big deal for them to take the time out of their day to do these for, you know, I barely started this channel. So, you know, if some of you guys can go show them some support, I'll put the links in the description as well as their handles. But yeah, thanks for watching.